of the device is not to secure pleasure, but to avoid pain. It was Monday, 3 a.m. on the 19th of February, 1990, and I started feeling sensations of mosquitoes nipping in my lower abdomen. After about 8 hours, the pains progressed to dull, nagging, cramping pain, which were about 5 minutes apart. My husband and I visited the doctor's office, and he examined me and sent me on to the hospital. But we went home and waited another 4 hours, in which time I thought my cervix would be dilated more than 1.5 centimeters. The suitcase that was prepared for the February 20th due date was retrieved, and my husband and I drove gingerly, cautiously, but swiftly down the road to the hospital. On arrival now at the Princess Margaret Hospital, the private surgical ward, the smell of medicine and cleaning solution filled our nostrils. My husband explained to the nurse the purpose of our visit, and I waited with anxiety and fear. I was ushered into a room where my blood pressure was taken, temperature was done, and I was examined to ensure whether I was in labor. What do you mean if I'm in labor? I'm in pain! So, the doctor came in and examined me. 3 centimeters dilated was the proclamation. So it was confirmed that I was in labor. A hospital gown was given to me. They put a wristband on my hand and set up an intravenous line just in case there were any emergencies. I laid in the bed that was assigned to me, my room, and I read a book that I had brought along to serve as a form of distraction. After 5 hours, the pains felt like boulders falling and resting on my lower back. My husband was serving as my personal masseuse, rubbing my back from the whole length. How much more of this could I take? When would this be finished? A lady was screaming at the top of her voice. So my husband asked, when would you start screaming? The nurse came in at intervals to check my blood pressure, to check the contractions, and the baby's heartbeat. The water sac had not broken yet, so the doctor proceeded to examine me and rupture the amniotic sac with a hook-like instrument. Only 5 centimeters dilated. The water felt like warm, gushing stream. The smell was an unfamiliar odor, not awful, but memorable. The doctor said, you should make some good progress now. I looked at him as anathema. By now, I was finding my focal point and doing the breathing exercises that I had learned during pregnancy. My husband was serving as the coach and helping me breathe. The intravenous fluid was connected to prevent dehydration, as I was not allowed to eat until after delivery. When will it come? When would I be finished? The ward was full of all kinds of sounds. The beating sound of the fetal heart monitor, the beeping of the various instruments and machines, occasional screams from other clients, babies occasionally as they were born. So a sedative was given to me, which made me drift in and out of slumber. At about 6 a.m., the doctor was still not pleased with my progress. And so, he proceeded to insert a hand and rotate the baby's head so that it could descend. I saw the moon, the sun, and the stars. Some medicine was inserted in the intravenous fluid to increase the contractions. At about 8 a.m., I had strong bearing down sensation. The doctor was called in because my cervix now was fully dilated and delivery was near. My husband again was the official coach, telling me when to push, when there wasn't even time to push. At about 9:06 a.m., the 20th of February, an 8-pound, 7.5-ounce baby boy was born. Praise the Lord. It is finished. The night of torture is finished. I understand that some men experience morning sickness and minor ailments. And there is now a labor pain simulator for a man to experience pain that a woman endures during labor. Do you think the men can take it? No. Or when they say, please finish, it is finished.
Thank you, Toastmasters.
Mission accomplished.
Ian Cosdale.